this was all around when all the suicides were happening. And I know you know Zach Miller here at DM because you had him on. I didn't know him at the time. It's really weird because this was all happening like grassroots in different areas all around the Air Force at the exact same time. And so we had planned this picture, and obviously the command chief had that meeting with us. So I created a group, and it didn't have a name yet. And that was like the same day that Air Force Wingman Outreach happened. And it happened so fast. Like I remember seeing it on someone's Facebook, and then like there were 2,000 people already in the group. And right away, Zach made it was like a little spreadsheet at the top. And I was like, hey, if you're at a base and you want to be at POC for the base, put your name in this. And I was like the first person. I was like, off it. I want to be the POC, right? And so my name was up there. And as soon as I put it in there, I went over and I made our group Off at Wingman Outreach. And that was like the first base level Wingman Outreach page. And it's just grown so much from that. And I think it's one of the proudest things that I've done in the Air Force is starting that group. And it's not because of anything that I did, but the team that is up there right now, that's just every single day someone's posting and they're doing amazing things and helping people out and answer questions. And that group spurred me to take this stuff more seriously. So I PCS'd here, and it was like 11 o'clock at night one night, and someone sent me a message on Facebook, and this girl was like, hey, you are an admin at the Off at Wingman Outreach page. I need help. Do you have the on-call number for the chaplain? And I was like, oh God. So I Googled it real quick and I got it for her. And I talked to her for a long time, and she was back and forth like, hey, I can't call him. I don't know what to do. And then she stopped responding, and I went into like panic mode. And I contacted every first sergeant up there that I knew, because I had no idea what squadron this girl was in, or I'm Facebook stalking her to see whose friends we have in common so I can try and gauge where she is. And we ended up getting a first sergeant and security forces over there, and she had a panic-induced seizure and had passed out, and they got her to the hospital, and she's fine. And I've talked to her since then. But it was that moment where I was like, all right, we need to take this seriously. I went out and I got my own mental health first aid certificate. And I also signed up I think you saw on there, I signed up to be a crisis text line person, and I've been on hold for forever, but I'm putting my stuff in now. But that stuff became very important to me. Like, hey, I need all the training that I can get. And I think really all of us in the Air Force need all the training we can get, because it shouldn't just be the 7 people at Offutt who really care about this that are actively seeking out, hey, what do we do when someone's in crisis? Because Ask, Care, Assist, ACE is like the bare minimum of what you can do to help someone out. We need way more training, especially frontline supervisors, NCOICs, flight chiefs, flight commanders. Those people need some in-depth skills for when someone's actually in crisis, how we can help them.
What was the training that you got again?
I looked it up. It was mental health first aid, and it's a certification. There was a organization here in Tucson who was paying for it. I don't know how much it is, but definitely look it up online and see if they offer it it's like a full day, and they teach you using the ALGE acronym on how you can help people. And it's really good. But I know a lot of bases have their own programs that help as well. A lot of chaplain groups on bases hold some sort of like 2-day training that can help people. I think it's called assist training or something like that.
So I love that you bring that idea of like adding training to the Air Force or certain positions or whoever wants it, but just to have that mental health training and how important it is, because you never know when you're in that position where someone's life could be in your hands. You don't know when that day is going to come. I filled in for the first shirt before, and that day came for me then. I picked up someone from a mental health clinic who wanted to end their life, and they went through the whole treatment at the mental health clinic. And then when I went to pick this person up, I've never been so nervous in my life, because I realized at that moment, I don't know what I'm doing here. Like, there's a lot riding on what words I use in this moment, right?
Yep.
My words are so important on this car ride back. So I took someone with me who I really trusted as kind of like, just so that there's more than just me and this other individual. But it was at that moment where I started really doing kind of my own research. That's why I asked you what training it was, because, you just want to be equipped to help someone. It's so important to know how to talk to someone that's that down, and you won't realize it until you're in the situation. It's really scary, and it's very real. And every word counts. Every word counts, and your approach to it is very important. So I think having that extra layer of training, if it's for certain positions, for certain career fields, or certain or just available for anyone to just, you know, raise their hand and do. I'm gonna start looking into this training myself, and if I really enjoy it, I'm gonna start speaking on it in my own work center. So
Yeah,
thank you for sharing that.
I know we hate saying, "Hey, let's add training," because we do so much training for all kinds of different things, but we have to do something, and I don't know what it is. But anytime I can get any training that helps me communicate with people or connect with people on a personal level, I'm going to take the opportunity.
Definitely, man. Thank you.